You're watching KGMB, CBS Hawaii.
Welcome back at 7:16. What if roads and runways could tell you when they need repaving or send information back to you about what's happening on top? It's called smart concrete, and it was invented here. Ian Kitajima joins us from Oceanit. This is not sensors in the concrete. The concrete itself is the sensor.
Exactly.
How do you do that?
Well, we actually create, I'm going to think of it like an artificial nervous system.
Yeah.
That we actually then kind of mix into the concrete. So instead of traditionally people put actually these physical sensors and they kind of poke holes in the concrete and they put them in, the entire concrete itself contains all of these, you can think of it like very micro sensors in them that gets mixed into it that actually turns the concrete into a sensing material. So if we could actually maybe put a voice synthesizer on one of these blocks, and actually if you stepped on it, it would say, ouch. Right, so.
And you can, and because it's the concrete itself, you can make it in any shape that the concrete could normally be made in, like this is like a paving stone here, yeah.
Exactly.
What are the security implications of this? What could you do in terms of letting a police or a guard or somebody know something's happening?
For example, of course, here in Hawaii, tourism is a really big deal. And so in places like Waikiki, you could imagine using this kind of smart concrete material as pavement or on the sidewalks. So if a whole bunch of people started congregating in an area, the police would actually have some information to know, like, why is there all these people kind of congregating in one part, maybe by Queens Beach? And so maybe kind of send somebody over to look at, maybe it's just somebody doing some entertainment, or maybe there's somebody actually down and actually injured, and there's all these people congregating. So actually the material would actually show us that there's a bunch of people surrounding maybe one or two people, just maybe in the middle of that area. So.
Is this a proprietary process that nobody else can copy, or a process that could be copied, but you own the patent?
Well, we have patents on this, but it's kind of like the Coca-Cola formula. It's a kind of a secret formulation. It actually, the thing we do is in this block of concrete here is a very, very tiny amount of material, and the trick is to actually get that tiny amount of material totally dispersed in the concrete. So what we've done is we've actually created a liquid admixture that then can get diluted in water that then gets mixed into the concrete, and that's kind of the secret sauce. Does
Oceanit intend to manufacture it or license it?
Initially, we'll probably manufacture some of it ourselves, initially as we kind of develop, go into different application areas. But long term, we really would be working with somebody much larger to actually, who are specializing in the admixture business. And so we would probably license them the formulation to actually make it.
Ian, I want to know every step of this expansion of this part of the business. This is going to be huge, I think.
It's going to be huge.
Okay, well, we're up to the 9, so let's go over to Taizo.
Hey, and that's fascinating, Howard. Can you imagine if they had those sensors in the roads like that? Absolutely cool stuff. Can't wait till we follow that story all the way through. Now, let's talk about the roads.